Good morning, students. This is Punit, your English teacher. Dear students, today we are going to study subject verb agreement. First lecture of this chapter, subject verb agreement. This is very important chapter in everyone's life, the one who studies the English language. This is very important chapter. So everyone knows that whether we frame any type of sentences, that's counted in subject verb agreements rule. So, dear students, before going to the literal definition of the subject verb agreement, let me just brief you something about the subject verb and agreement. So, dear students, as you can see, subject verb and agreement. What is the actual meaning of this subject verb and agreement? Let me tell you a very good opinion about this that when subject and verb started framing the sentences, there was an agreement between both subject and verb that whenever they form a particular sentence, verb has to be according to subject. The subject quoted a question or a term or an agreement to the verb, and verb agreed with the subject that if the subject is singular, the verb will remain singular, and if the subject is plural, verb will remain plural. Then they will form a right sense of the sentence, which will be meaningful and easy to understand for everyone. So this is the first point, dear students. But at some points, verb didn't agree to the subject. There, it changed its meaning, right? Meaning of the sentence, which were very different initially. So what we are going to do, students? We are going to study first the basics of the subject verb agreement, and gradually we will go on. So let's just discuss the definition, that is literal definition. In a sentence, the verb must agree with the subject. This is very important point which I told you. Verb should be, must be according to subject, must agree with the subject. In other words, we can say that the verb used is according to person and number. According to person means the subject's person, first person, second person, third person, and then we go with this first person singular, first person plural. This is called number. Person and number. This number is singular and plural. Right, everyone? This is called subject verb agreement. This is abbreviated of subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. So, dear students, verb should be according to person of the sentence means subject, and the number of the subject. So, let me just give you one or two examples. He comes. Now you see first. He is singular subject, right? And comes is singular verb, right, everyone? Definition is, if the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. That's very important. What we find here, when the subject is singular, verb is also singular in the sentence. Let's see the next sentence. They come. They is plural subject and come is plural verb. Now what we see here, if the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. What do we need to see in this particular sentence? That they is a plural subject and verb is also plural used here. In these two sentences, what we found, if the subject is singular, verb is singular. If the subject is plural, verb is plural. Let's go to the next part of this uh, chapter, singular subjects. I have given you some of the subjects which are singular and used in our day-to-day life, whether it is literal life means we are studying literature or we are studying communicative language. I, you, he, she, it, Ram, Sita, the boy, the girl. These are the singular subjects. What are the singular verbs which are supposed to be used with these singular subjects? Now what we find here, the singular verbs next. Am, is, was, has, does, writes and reads. These are singular verbs, dear students. Now you find these are very easy to understand, but when it comes to see write, writes and read, reads, this is the singular form of the verb. Let's see to the next plural subjects. We, you, they, the boys, the girls. I will tell you further about this. Ram and Sham, Gita and Rita. What we find here, we have two subjects joined by with and. So they make sense of plural subject. Gita and Rita. They both are also making sense of plural subject. Now you see the plural verbs are were, have, do, write, drink, read. Now you see, we have not added here s. We have not made it writes, drinks and reads, because if we write s here, that becomes singular verb. So what do we understand here? These are the plural subjects and these are the plural verbs. Now there is very important point. Noun plus s, es or ies. Noun becomes plural when s, es or IES is added. Dear students, we understand very well about nouns, but when we add S, ES or IES in the noun, noun becomes plural. That is very important in subject verb agreement subject or sentences or the chapter. What we find that if it is added to the noun, that becomes plural, and the same thing happens with verb. If S, ES and IES is added to the verb, verb becomes singular, right? When SES or IES is added to the verb. So what do we understand? These are the two basic facts of subject verb agreement, because noun becomes either subject or object of the sentence and verb becomes the action verb or happening verb or like doing verb or like being verb in the sentence. What do we find there? If SES or IES is added to the noun, that becomes plural. Noun will be plural with the same term when it is applied to verb, and that becomes singular. So dear students, read this once, twice or thrice. Do proper practice of the chapter. Next lecture will be shortly given to you. Thank you very much.